G'day, legends. Welcome back to the Husky Hustler. This week coming from Las Vegas at the Apex Center.
Crazy as I've never seen it before in my life. But listen, Polar Opposites. Jack O'Malley and I top.
First off, congratulations to the new Australian champion. You even had the local marsupials hanging about, watching you fight and cheering you on.
0 for 1 though from Luana thus far in that takedown column as we...
Me and my Husky are ready to break down the fights. Let's go. Kicking off the card in the women's strawweight division, we have Luana Pinheiro versus Tecia Pennington. Luana wins by slowing things down and getting the fight to the ground. If she can close the distance without eating too much damage, clinch, or get top position, she can control Pennington and potentially dominate on the mat. Her key is to make it a gritty physical, not a point fighting match. Now, for Pennington to win, she needs to be pushing a fast pace, staying mobile, and overwhelming Pennington with volume and pressure. She needs to keep the fight standing, dart in and out, and avoid getting tied up in clinches or takedowns. If she keeps it technical and stays busy, she can win rounds early. Pennington's style matches here well, fast-paced, experienced, and tough to take down. Unless Pinheiro finds consistent control or a finish, Pennington's likely to outpace her over 3 rounds. Give me Tecia Pennington by decision.
Fresh Kid C, Fresh Kid C, yes, sir. Fresh Kid P, Fresh Kid T. Oh, yeah.
In the flyweight division, we have Hung Sung Park versus Carlos Hernandez. Park's strategy should focus on dictating the tempo of the fight, utilizing his striking to maintain distance, and avoid getting into exchanges that favor Carlos. Given Carlos's aggressive style, Park must remain vigilant defensively, countering effectively and avoiding unnecessary risks. Maintaining a high pace without overexerting himself will be critical for Park, ensuring he remains effective throughout the fight. For Carlos to win, he should capitalize on any openings in Park's defense, aiming for precise strikes that can disrupt Park's rhythm. Applying constant pressure will be key for Carlos, forcing him into uncomfortable situations, potentially leading to mistakes. He'll need to adjust his tactics mid-fight in response to Park's strategies to give Carlos an edge in securing a win. This will be a close contested bout. I'm going to side with Carlos, the underdog in this one, so give me Carlos by decision.
It be that smoke screen paradise, love. Will somebody stop me? Will somebody...
In the women's strawweight division, we have Denise Gomes versus Elise Reed. Gomes wins by chaos. She wants to make it ugly, pressure, power shots, forward movement. If she gets Reed backing up or stuck in close, she can overwhelm her and potentially get a finish or force the judges to side with her aggression. Now, for Elise to win, she needs to stick and move. She's at her best when she's managing distance, using movement, and not getting dragged into a brawl. She can frustrate Gomes with range and clean shots while staying off the fence. She can take rounds and cruise to a decision. My prediction on this is, I think Gomes gets the TKO. Reed is skilled, but tends to get drawn into fights she doesn't want. If Gomes finds her rhythm early, the pressure might be too much. Give me Gomes by knockout. And in the women's bantamweight division, we have Santos versus Tainara Lisboa. Santos has demonstrated a strong grappling game in her UFC bouts. Her ability to control opponents on the ground and secure submissions, such as her rear naked choke victory recently, showcase her submission skills. If Santos can close the distance and bring the fight to the ground, she may capitalize on her grappling advantage to secure a submission victory. Lisboa, with a background in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, possesses a solid ground game. However, her recent inactivity due to a knee injury could impact her performance. If Lisboa can maintain distance and avoid engaging in prolonged grappling exchanges, she may look to outstrike Santos using her striking skills to secure a victory. Considering Santos's grappling prowess and Lisboa's recent inactivity, Santos appears to have the edge in this matchup. If Santos can close the distance and bring it to the ground, she could get a submission win. However, my official prediction will be Luana Santos by decision. In the featherweight division, we have Conor Matheus versus Yadier Valle. Mathews will need to close the distance and initiate grappling exchanges and work towards securing a submission. Yadier lies on maintaining distance, utilizing his striking to accumulate damage and capitalizing on any openings for a knockout. Given Mathews' recent struggles with knockout losses, Yadier's undefeated record and striking prowess, it's plausible to predict a victory where Yadier gets the knockout. And that's what we're going for here. My prediction, Yadier by knockout. In the lightweight division, we have Jared Gordon taking on Thiago Moisés. Jared turns it into a dogfight. He needs to stay in Moisés' face and push the pace and never let him settle into a rhythm. That means constant forward pressure, high output, clinch work against the fence, and mixing in takedowns. Not to submit, but to secure and control. He wins by making it a war of attrition, drowning Moisés in volume and hustle. Decision is the clearest path. Moisés keeps the fight clean and punishes Jordan's aggression. Moisés needs to maintain the distance using his kicks to slow Gordon down, his motion, and look for counters when Gordon crashes in. If he hits the mat, Moisés becomes dangerous, especially in transitions where he can snag a submission. He can win by landing more efficient shots and potentially catching a finish if Gordon gets sloppy. Gordon's pace can overwhelm Moisés if he avoids the danger zones. Moisés is dangerous in moments, but he often gives up control of the tempo. Unless he clips or submits Gordon early, see Jared Gordon win by decision. In the lightweight division, we have Matheus Camilo versus Gabe Green. Camilo wins by staying sharp and composed early, then capitalizing on Green's aggression. As Green presses forward, Camilo looks to land a clean counter or explosive combination. With path to victory is through his precision and power, he finds his timing and catches Green overextending. He has the striking tools to secure a knockout. Gabe Green wins by turning the fight into a war. He pushes a high pace, forces exchanges, and makes Camilo uncomfortable with constant pressure. If he can drag Camilo into deep waters, make it gritty, keep him reacting, and give him no space to resist, he'll likely take over the fight goes on. A late finish or hard-earned decision goes his way if he keeps it chaotic. A calm, calculated approach sets up big moments and ends the fight. And for that reason, I've got Camilo by knockout. In the featherweight division, we have Julian Erosa taking on Costa. Erosa, known as Juicy J, is a dynamic fighter with a penchant for submissions, and he has knockout power. His recent victories include first-round guillotine submissions. Erosa's path to victory lies in his aggressive striking and his submission game. He'll Aim to overwhelm Costa with volume and capitalize on any openings for a finish. Costa is a well-rounded fighter with strong grappling base. He's secured victories through submissions and also decision, showcasing his ability to control opponents. Costa's strategy will likely involve closing the distance, engaging in clinch work, and looking for opportunities to take the fight to the ground. Costa's recent form positions him as the favourite in this matchup. His grappling and control could neutralise Erosa's striking and submission threats. While Erosa is dangerous and unpredictable, Costa's tactical approach and recent performance suggests he has the tool to secure a victory. Give me Costa by decision. In the middleweight division, we have Nursulton Ruziboev versus Dustin Stoltzfus. Ruziboev, he wants chaos early, he keeps range, lets his strikes fly, and forces Dustin into reactive defense. He can find a finish fast. Momentum and unpredictability are his allies. For Dustin to win, he needs to turn it into a grind. If he can close the distance, make it ugly against the cage, and drag Nursulton into deep waters on the ground, he can chip away at him. Control pressure and time on top is his path. Dustin has a path, but Nursulton's explosiveness makes it hard for him to get started. I'm going to go Nursulton by an early finish. Give me KO.
Is this just getting older? I can't get away from this rain. I'm starting to think that it's me, and I want to just create.
In the lightweight division, we have Sodiq Yusuff versus Mairon Santos. Sodiq has a professional MMA record of 13 wins, 4 losses, and he's known for his striking power and durability. He has previously competed in the featherweight division, and it's transitioning to the lightweight division. Santos, holding a record of 16 wins and 1 loss, is a Brazilian fighter who's gained his attention by winning the Ultimate Fighter at 32. He's recognized for his knockout power and aggressive striking style. Given Santos's recent form and knockout ability, he's favored to win in this matchup. The betting odds and experts suggest it's a slight edge to Santos. Give me Santos by decision.
Time for us, my love.
In the co-main event of the light heavyweight division, we have Paul Craig versus Rodolfo Bellator. Craig's strength lies in his submission skills, boasting 13 submission victories. He can close the distance and bring the fight to the ground. He could secure a submission win. Known for his endurance, Craig can outlast opponents in later rounds, potentially capitalizing on Bellator's stamina if the fight extends. Bellator has a significant knockout advantage with 7 of his last 12 coming by KO. His striking could overwhelm Craig if he manages distance and controls the pace. Bellator's physical attributes may give him an edge in speed and agility, allowing him to execute his game plan effectively. Bellator's striking prowess and youth advantage make him the favourite. However, Craig can close the distance and bring the fight to the ground. His submission skills could turn the tide. Given Bellator's knockout power and Craig's recent struggles, Bellator is likely to secure a victory, potentially by knockout. Give me Bellator by knockout. In the main event of the featherweight division, we have Gilbert Burns taking on Michael Morales. Burns is a seasoned veteran, and he excels in grappling and has a strong ground game. To win, he'd look to close the distance, initiate clinches, and take Morales to the ground, where his Brazilian jiu-jitsu skills can dominate. However, Burns has faced challenges in recent bouts, including losses to top contenders. Morales, with an undefeated record of 17-0, is known for his striking prowess and knockout power. He can secure a victory by maintaining distance, utilizing his reach range, and landing clean strikes. His recent first-round TKO over Neil Magny highlights his ability to finish fights early. While Burns' experience in grappling are significant assets, Morales' striking and momentum making him a formidable opponent. If Morales can avoid Burns' takedowns and keep the fight standing, he has the tools to secure a victory. However, I'm going to go with Michael Morales by knockout and knockout early.